Hello. I am back. I took a little mini break. The first week was actually an accidental break. I had recorded 2 videos to post that week, and then I guess that both videos were filmed out of focus, so I deleted them. It was also like peak Mercury retrograde, but we are now no longer in Mercury retrograde, so thankfully I hope to not have technical difficulties. But yeah, I was also posting twice a week, which I really would like to, but I also just feel like my schedule is a little bit more demanding and I don't have time to always post twice a week because I'm not just a YouTuber. So because of that, I'm just gonna try to record once a week and maybe post more on TikTok just to kind of, I don't know. Do kind of want to update you guys. I do plan on posting other content on this channel. And I know that's a scary thing, and people say not to do that because a lot of people only follow you for one thing and then they're just not gonna look at any of your other stuff and then your algorithm's gonna tank. But honestly, you guys, I have astrology burnout. It's a thing and it's real, and I think it's just the fact that obviously everyone tunes in or watches me for a tarot reading or to learn about their chart, and it's the thing that sucks about that is just I'm not really being subscribed to necessarily for me, and it feels more like it's just about what I can tell people about themselves, which is kind of true, and that's totally fine because that's literally how I pay my bills, so I appreciate that. But at the same time, I want to have a versatile channel because you're going to get more content if I don't feel so pigeonholed into one specific kind of thing. But I also am scared or nervous because that's I don't want to post content that you guys don't want to watch, but I also need to be more authentic with myself and with the things that I want to do, and I can't just post content, especially with energy work and doing tarot readings. If you don't really feel like recording a tarot video that day and then you sit down and you record one, you're giving people shitty energy or bad energy. I don't know if I should cuss like that, but I don't know if that, I don't know. So we're gonna try to do a tarot reading today, and yes, I do feel okay to do a tarot reading today. I'm not gonna tell you guys not to watch my astrology or tarot content because I sometimes get burnout with it. I just want to be honest with you guys that I want to post more about book reviews, and I want to do book vlogs or talk about food or do a day in my life, which I keep saying with them. I always get too psyched out to actually do it because a lot of my life is just in a bedroom, and yeah, so I don't know how interesting that's gonna be. But yeah, so today I'm gonna do a weekly tarot video for the zodiac signs. And then yeah, but I do think next week or sometime soon I'm gonna just record myself doing a book vlog, me reading a book. Also, side note, if you do want to see which books that I plan on posting some recommendations on TikTok just to kind of try it out and see what people think about it. And I'm nervous, so consider supporting that because yeah, it would be really nice of you and cool. Let's do mutable signs first. Apply your moon sign. It's the most accurate. I don't want to say that a lot of you are having breakups right now, but I do feel a lot of you are having to walk away from people or situations right now, and I feel it's very intense for you. I see you just really feeling that Olivia Rodrigo album a lot more poignantly than maybe you typically would, because you're definitely going through a release of something. So let me this is the beginning of the week. Let's see how the end of the week turns out, because I don't want to just be oh yeah, you have a shitty week. Okay, she's bouncing back. All right. Oh, okay, so for my mutable signs, Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo, this reading is for you. Apply your moon sign, please, but you can apply Venus, Sun, Rising, whatever you feel you want to. Just, yeah, but yeah. So first things first, I have 8 of Cups. Oops, yeah. I don't know if I should if it's blurry. Oh well. I have 8 of Cups, I have Queen of Swords, and I have the Empress reversed. So there's this theme going on that you've had enough of something, you've had some clarity about something, some revelations. I think that with 8 of Cups as well, you're kind of ready to move on. You're ready to go into a new area of your life, and you're done kind of like making excuses for like why you should keep staying in that routine or why you should keep focusing on that habit. Like it's kind of like a release for you. I think it's kind of like those dramatic scenes in the movies where like someone just does something like perpetually throughout the movie and someone else just like slowly gets sick of it, and then like there's that one pivotal scene at the end where they do the exact same thing that they always do, and then that person just like had it, you know? It's just, I feel like that's just kind of like the scene. I'm setting the scene for you. That's like the scene you're gonna have this week. I also have Three of Pentacles and Justice. So like I would say there's like a breakup for some people. Like I feel like it's kind of like, however, I feel like it's not, I feel like it's like more you calling the shots versus like someone else calling the shots. I get the idea that it's kind of like you're fed up, you're overextended, you're someone that's like kind of, lately you've not been yourself. You've been doing things for other people, trying to like accommodate what they need from you versus like what you need from them. You've been like jumping when people tell you to jump, you're like how high. Maybe not that dramatic, but I do feel like that's kind of like the tone. So I feel like that's kind of why at the beginning of the week you're kind of like, I've had enough, and you take a leave of something, like a leave of absence. And this could mean like with a situation with your job, this could mean like a family member or a friend that you cut off, but you're done with something. And especially because like this full moon in Capricorn, it was like a full moon of realizations, but it was also kind of like a full moon of what we're ready to move on with. It wasn't really like a dramatic full moon, it was more of just like a chill yet this is final kind of like undertone full moon. And then at the end of the week I do have 10 of Wands, so it's like she's recovering. Let me put it up close, but I know it's like always out of focus. I'm sorry guys, it's just I don't know, but yeah, I should probably learn how to use my camera. But 10 of Wands reversed, I feel like you're learning how to heal from the situation. You're not in this like, I don't want to say that you're not devastated, because I do feel like something pretty final happened for you this week, but it's more of like it's in your ball court. It's in your court. The ball's in your court. Yeah. So I feel like because of that, it's kind of like you are recovering or healing from a situation that you just know is kind of like, it's time. It's just that's kind of like the theme. It's just like it's time to go. It's time to leave. It's kind of like, you know, I think something has overstayed its welcome in your life, and I think you're just kind of like taking charge and moving away from it. It's no longer something that you can just like continue to rationalize. Yeah. And then I also have King of Cups and Ace of Wands reversed. So like the theme with this too is kind of like you're a little bit moody. I think that you're very vulnerable, because I think even though you've made peace with the situation and you're ready to move on from it, I feel like it's also kind of like a how dare you, or why did I even get into the situation. I feel like it's just kind of like you feel that time is lost. However, I would say to be careful with like impulsive decision making towards the end of the week, because I feel like the beginning of the week is like you being very mature and rational and like, okay, like this is just it's my time to end something. And then towards the end of the week it's kind of like, I feel like you're just kind of like how do I say, towards the end of the week you're just kind of like, what was I gonna say? Oh my god, my train of thought, my ADD. You're kind of acting out. So it's kind of like you go through this like rational stage, and then I'll flip switches, and then you're kind of like, it's almost like the process of breaking up, or the process of like grieving something. It's kind of like there's that calm disciplinary action, and then there's like the stages of processing it, and I feel like that's just kind of what you're going through. But watch your bank account at the end of the week. Watch like doing anything impulsive. I'm not gonna say like don't go out, don't do anything, just like sit in your room, because I definitely feel like you need like a change of scenery, but you need to be careful with doing something you regret. Don't text your exes, don't go out and try to, you know, get as drunk as possible. Like just be mindful of your limitations and pace yourself. Like if you have to drink or something, have water too, you know? So that's basically the vibe for mutable signs. If you liked this, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. And yeah, okay. Hello. So this reading is for my fixed signs. If you are a Leo, not Sagittarius. Oh my god. If you are a Leo, Sagittarius, no, what the fuck? If you are a Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, or Aquarius, this reading is for you. So this week is a little bit dramatic for your social life. I have a feeling that, like, if you're in, like, some really intense friend group, or, like, I don't know, like, I feel like this is, like, high school drama. Like, this might affect people who are watching this who are, like, in high school, or, like, some kind of, like, job where it's super drama-y or gossipy. I feel like it's gonna be more impactful for you. Also, please apply your moon sign for this reading. You can apply, like, whatever other sign you want, but I feel like your moon sign is going to be the most accurate. The beginning of the week, I have death. Don't worry, it's not that dramatic, I promise you. I'm a Leo telling you it's not that dramatic, so listen to me, please. You do go through some kind of, like, adjustment. So something happens in the beginning of the week, and it's, like, a need to move forward, or a need to do something differently, or adjust your approach. I do have Two of Pentacles reversed, so I feel like you're kind of overextended, and I feel like people were cautioning you throughout maybe the beginning of the week, like, slow down, you know, you're going to lose all your marbles, or you're going to, like, do something that you might forget, or overstep, or misstep with. Like, you might make a mistake. If you are doing everything all at once, it might be more damaging than helpful. And then I do feel like you're also, like, spending a lot. I have Nine of Pentacles reversed, so I feel like you're, like, being a little overindulgent. I feel like maybe you're overdoing work or school. Like, you're doing too much, and people are telling you, like, hey, slow down, stop doing this, like, pace yourself, go slower, and you're, like, ignoring it. But it catches up to you, because I do have Six of Wands reversed. So when I see this, it's kind of like people are holding you accountable because you're not holding yourself accountable. So it's kind of like people are questioning you, or judgment, or I do think that someone brings something up to you, maybe publicly, because I do feel like Six of Wands reverse is like a scandal, or, like, you know, some Twitter drama. I feel like that's kind of the energy for that. And then I also have Judgment. I feel like people are very much wanting you to just, like, be aware of your actions, and I don't really feel like it's a space of you doing something like cancel culture wise. Like, I don't feel like you're gonna get, like, canceled, but I do feel like you're going to just, like, make a mistake, and it might be embarrassing for you, because I don't think that you meant any bad will. I feel like you're just overworked, and I feel like because of that, the work that you're doing isn't the best, and I think that's, like, gut-wrenching for you, because you're really so overextended right now trying to, like, make everything perfect. And I think it's kind of like people are telling you, if you don't slow down, or if you don't take something off of your plate, you're going to just continue doing bad work. And then you kind of act a little bit like a fixed sign when you're criticized about it. You have Nine of Wands, you get really defensive, so you're probably, like, shutting down, you're just, like, ignoring people, or telling people, like, that they're crazy, and I think that that's probably going to make matters worse. I think that the, you know, most important thing to consider is everyone loves a humble queen, and you need to really readjust your approach with how you can receive some of what they're saying, because I don't really get the vibe or energy that, like, people are, like, hateful or angry. I feel like they're just really concerned, but I also feel like it's valid. So I feel like being less defensive this week is going to be your saving grace. Pacing yourself is going to be your saving grace, and basically just not burning yourself out. Also, please stop doubling down on your caffeine intake. Take some less coffee. Have, you know, maybe some tea for a day. Switch to tea for one day this week, but just one day. And then I also have Eight of Pentacles, so I do feel like this kind of smooths itself out towards the end of the week. I think you go through, like, middle of the week drama, and then I think towards the end of the week you're probably back to reprioritizing what you need to better focus on. I do feel like if you're not careful, though, like, something's going to be taken off of the shelf for you to not be able to juggle anymore, because you're going to be doing too much that you might, like, miss out on something, or, like, ruin a situation unintentionally. However, I don't think it's gonna be, like, super dramatic or intense, but I do think it's important to keep in mind that, like, you need to pace yourself and go slow, because people are watching you, and you're not as slow as you think you are right now. People are noticing when, you know, you need help and you're not asking for it, and people want to help you. So that seems to be the message for the week. Sorry, it's, like, not super, like, I don't know, I feel like it was a little bit mediocre, but So please consider subscribing, and yeah, and like it and comment and do all the things that help algorithms. And then for my cardinal signs, this reading is for Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, and Libra. Okay, your energy's funky this week, guys. Yeah, you can apply your rising or whatever. I feel like tarot is best for the month. Okay, so first of all, I do have Four of Cups, and this makes me feel like you misstepped. You spent more than you should have. And there's a little bit of impulse that I feel. I do think that, like, there's a situation maybe with, like, I feel like it's one of those situations where, like, when it rains, when it pours. So I feel like maybe there's a little bit of minor drama or inconvenience with someone at work, but also at home, or it's kind of like a twofer situation. Like, there's stress in two areas of your life right now. Because I feel like you're being called to, like, forgive a situation. You need to let go of something. You're spending a lot to maybe try to, like, feel better. You're trying to, like, emotionally purchase or emotionally buy things, but it's, like, not the best move right now. I do have Ace of Pentacles, so I do feel like you're putting a lot of your investments and energy into, like, your work as per usual. Like, I feel like it's a stressful situation this week where you're just trying to, like, overwork or overdo things. I think similarly to mutable signs, you're kind of doing a lot right now. You're doing the most. So I feel like you need to consider readjusting your daily routine or your agenda. I do have the Star reversed, and I don't want to, like, be super fear-mongering. I mean, yeah, the Star reversed sometimes means, like, illness or getting sick, but this could also mean, like, physical and mental stress. It doesn't have to mean, like, literally, like, you getting the flu or something. It could literally just mean, like, you getting really mentally fatigued. And I do feel like you're kind of, like, just, like, continually on the go. The energy seems, like, a little bit restless. Like, you're spending and you're partying and then you're working and then you're partying and then it's like you're burning the candle at both ends. And then towards the end of the week, I have Queen of Wands and the World reversed. I also have Knight of Wands. So I feel like you're acting out, or it's kind of like you're not feeling 100% okay with your life right now. And instead of kind of, like, accepting that or, like, trying to, like, alter things that will actually feel beneficial and better to you, you're kind of, like, avoiding it. It's kind of like an elephant in the room, and I think because of that you're becoming a bit more avoidant, and I think that's only making matters worse. You do have the Sun at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like one of the most interesting questions that you should ask yourself right now are if you're doing things because you love doing them or because you feel obligated to do them. I feel like as much as you're just kind of going through the motions of your daily routine, it's not fulfilling for you anymore. It's not working for you anymore. And I think that realization is a little intense for you because I have the World literally reversed. Like, the world is upside down when you realize this. It's not a good feeling, but I think avoiding it and just continuing to go the way that you're already going isn't going to make anything better, both financially for you and also mentally and quite literally physically. So I would say that you need to have an abrupt daily routine change, and I think that this week is kind of like the undoing of that. Not to be super dramatic, but I do feel like it's like the undoing of that, and I feel like you are going to face yourself. So that seems to be like the intense shift. However, I do feel like on a weird random positive note, I do feel like all of this is kind of like funky energy that you're feeling internally versus like any like external drama with another person. So I feel like, I mean, not that that's like better, but I feel like at least you have that going for you. So I would just say that resting and doing more things that you love is incredibly important right now. Like, I'm not a cardinal moon sign, so this doesn't apply to me, but I do feel like I've been reading a lot of books lately because my mental health has been like intense, and that's been really helpful to me. So maybe that's like helpful to you. Just read the Song of Achilles, and I feel like that is like the perfect cardinal sign book. But yeah, so read that book if you want to cry. But I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of me telling cardinal signs to rest. So yeah, if you like that, please consider subscribing and algorithm things like commenting and liking and all that stuff, and I will see you in my next video.